Okay, fine. Yeah. Hello students, welcome to Wallah English channel. In this session, we'll be having practice on context-free languages and deterministic context-free languages. We have already seen one practice session on regular languages. Yeah, this session is about the CFLs and DCFLs as well as PDA and DPDA as well as context-free grammar too. Good evening, Sima. Yeah, how are you doing? Okay, let me start the session that we will be having coverage on PDA, context-free grammar, CFLs, DCFLs, and some practice questions at the end if the time permits. Okay. So let me ask you, what are the topics that you have learned in context-free languages? Have you remembered? Already have listed, right? But I want in a detailed manner what were the topics that you have studied? Have you studied the construction of PDA? Yes. Have you studied how to write the context-free grammar for specific context-free languages? Yes. And what else you have studied? Identifying the context-free languages and deterministic context-free languages, and also some basics of the closure properties for both CFLs and DCFLs. Now, based on this coverage, we'll be having some PYQs, gate PYQs. So we'll be having some understanding how to solve those questions. Okay, let me start with the first question. So there are two languages given. You need to identify are they regulars or context free or not. So can you try with? So you have 1 minute of time, not more than that. 1 minute time is fine. So just look at it and understand if possible, then answer it which option is right. Yeah, I'll be waiting for the answer. Let me see how many of you are answering correct. Okay, I'll be creating a poll if possible. Let's answer it. So what will be the answer? Yes, Sham, that we can do it later, right? You can practice them. I hope we have already discussed in the PYQ session. Okay, can you answer it? I'm creating the poll. Oh, only two. Okay, I'm giving you two options. Let's see. So which option do you have? Yeah. B. Oh, it's MSQ, right? In MSQ, how do you choose? Multiple options you have to choose. Okay. Is it only B? Is it only B? Come on, come on. So both A and B are correct. So only B, sorry, only B, let me go both, sorry. Is that both A and B? Let me check. The first one, oh, you have A power n and B power n. Oh my God, that was an issue. So first remember, it is MSQ, right? It is MSQ. So you should be aware that more than one option might be correct. So what could be this language? a power n, b power n, when you put n is equal 0, right, you got a w, right? If you get a w, that is a plus b whole star. That means L1 definitely regular. L1 definitely regular, no doubt about it. Now the question comes to the second language. Okay, even though L1 is regular, what about L2? Wx w power r, even though wx belongs to a comma b whole star and length of w, length of x greater than 0, which is nothing but wx w power r when w comma x belongs to a plus b whole plus. This language was regular. If you remember that, put a minimum w, you will see some kind of form like ax a r bx b. Then put any w in this form, you will get the string which is already covered by axa plus bxb, and put x is a plus b whole plus in both the forms. So this is also regular. When both L1 and L2 are regular, you can choose the option A as well as you can choose option B. And you can't choose option C as L1 is regular. Oh, you can choose even option C also. Oh, what about D? L1, L2 are context free, but you can't say not regular. Oh my God. A, B, C, all the statements are correct. So this is what we need to observe. When you understand both are regular, then accordingly, every regular is the context free. Using that statement, you can choose A, B, C. So only choosing A will not correct, only choosing B will not correct. So you have to choose A, B, C. So this was a very important point. Okay. So I was not able to create the right options there. So it's not S, it's not no, it's not A and B. Okay, it's A, B, C. Fine. The next time I'll create the right way to understand the poles. Okay. Let's look into these options. It is MSQ again. Now I'll give a time for 1 minute. I'll try to create the right pole this time if possible. Okay, just find out what is the right answer. Oh, you need to identify which of the following statements is false. Okay, false statements you need to identify. Okay, first you should know what is L1. Is it context free or not? Okay. L1, L2, L3. So L2, L3, are they deterministic context free? So option A, is it true? Then don't choose. Option B, is it right statement or wrong statement? Option C. Option D. Okay, so I'm just trying to create a poll if possible. Oh. The poll is, I'm giving my own options A, B, C, B, C, D, B, C, and then C, D. Okay, you need to choose right options. Okay, now please try to attempt the poll. So I hope everybody is able to see the poll, right? Yeah, just look at the poll and try to answer it. So I've given the options. Only statement, not about, L1 might be anything, L2 might be anything, L3 might be anything, but which statement is a false? Okay, which statement is the false? Okay, 50-50. Is it BCD or CD? Okay, let me end the poll, then let me start this. Okay, I'm trying to end the poll. Now, you tell me what is the right answer. Okay, first let me answer this first, the language. Then statements I'll come to later. What is this language? WW. We know L1 is not CFL, right? It is not CFL. We know it is a context sensitive language, but it's complement. But we know, remember that, but complement of this L1 is a CFL. It's a very famous language. WW complement is a CFL, but WW is not a CFL. Okay. The second one, the L2. Why we are worried about complement? Because one of the statement talking about complement. Only about L1 that is talking about. Remaining no need to worry about the complement. Okay. L2. See, this is same as A power n, B power n, C star. It is in fact deterministic context free language. Okay. The L3 is A star, B power n, C power n. What is it? A DCFL. Now, based on this observation, which of the following statements is false? You need to choose a false statement. Okay. Can you choose? Option A, L1 is not context free. Yes, that is true. L2, L3 are DCFL. This is a true statement. This is a true statement. And B, L1 and L2 both are not context free. You cannot say L1 and L2 both are not context free. L1 is not context free, but how can you say L2 is not context free? This is the false statement. This is the false statement. Okay, this is the false statement. And what about C? L2, L3 are context free. That's true. L2 intersection L3. When you do intersection of these two, right? L2 intersection L3. If you do it, here AB should be equal, here BC should be equal. When you do common, all the three should be equal. Oh, this is not a context free. So this is also false statement. Even though L2, L3 are CFL, but L2 intersection L3, you can't say CFL. It is a context sensitive language. So it is false statement. This is not a CFL. Okay. So option C is false. Option D, L1 and L1 complement both are not context free. So L1 and L1 complement, you can't say both are not context free. L1 is not context free, but L1 complement is CFL. So this is a false statement. You can't say it is a true. So B, C, D, all the three are false statements. Okay, that's one of the options I have given, the B, C, D. Correct? Yeah. Okay, let's see the next one who is going to answer it. Okay, you'll be having time for 2 minutes. I'll wait for your answer, but meanwhile let me pose the question, poll. Okay, so please try to analyze them. Regular, L1 is regular and L2 is the context free. Now you need to identify which of the following is context free. Okay, anyhow, it's a typing mistake, so don't worry about the option, the statement which is repeated here. So just delete this one. Okay, is or context free. Okay, I'll be creating the poll for you. You need to choose only context free. Okay. Anywhere if you seek some kind of complement of CFL, that need not be CFL should come. Okay. L1 intersection L2 and L1 complement. Okay. Okay, let's see. This poll option is good. That's why I'm creating the poll. Let me try first time. I'm trying with the polls. If anybody want to answer, you may try the poll. Anyone answer this? Oh. So you have a time to choose the right answer. I'm trying to end the poll. Okay, looks like no one is attempting the answer, right? Okay, let me end the poll. Anyhow, we have very live Now let me explain the options. L1 is regular and L2 is a CFL, right? L1 is regular and L2 is a CFL. Now just you need to answer it regular intersection CFL complement. We know CFL complement is a CSL. So regular intersection, or need not be CFL, you can say that CSL. The result is CSL. You cannot guarantee context free, may or may not be. So may or may not be context free, but always CSL. Now what about this complement of complement? You can apply De Morgan laws concept, right? L, actually it is L1. Okay, L2 L2 there is no use, but even you can do that, not an issue. Even you do L2 L2, right, you will get the same answer. L1 intersection L2 comes, sorry, union. L1 union L2. When you apply the complement to both, L1 complement of complement is L1 union, L2 complement of complement is L2. So L1 union L2 is nothing but what? Regular union CFL is always CFL. So we can choose the option B so far. What about option C? You know, this is very interesting statement. Any language union with its complement is a sigma star. So this one, no need to worry what is L2 basically. It's going to be sigma star. Over any particular alphabet, the L1 union sigma star, which will give you sigma star. In fact, sigma star is the CFL regular also. And we want to choose CFL, yes, the C should be a regular. And what about the statement? L1 is regular intersection, L2 is a CFL. And union with, only you are doing the complement for regular. That's not an issue, right? Intersection CFL. Now look at regular intersection CFL is a CFL. And complement of regular is regular, regular intersection CFL is again CFL. CFL union CFL is a CFL. So which one you will choose? D, B, C, D. So B, C, D are the correct statements. Okay. Yeah. Can you try the next one? It is MCQ, so definitely only one option is right. So I'll just give you 1 minute max. Okay, if you are interested, you can answer it. Otherwise, just wait for the explanation. Okay, I'm just creating a poll. Let me choose the right option. Because MCQ, you don't need to worry about many options. Only one option is right. Okay. Yeah. So can you answer? Is it A or B or C or D? Which one of the following language over sigma is not context free? Is a tough question. Okay. It's not so tough, but you just need to know when you put the minimum values, you get some observation. So you should know how to understand these problems. Some of them may be very easy. Okay, let's try guess in case if not possible for you. Not context free you need to write. Not context free is easy. Context free might be difficult because so many context free languages here. There's some pattern you can't do with the stack. So what is the pattern? Oh. Okay, let me check this. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Only 2 people are answered right now. Okay. Here, what is the right answer? So let me discuss this. Not context free, right? Is this context free? Yes. CFL but not DCFL in fact. What is this B? W you push, A power n you push, and B power n you pop A's, and W power R you can pop the W. So we have this, right? We have this, and when you put n is equal to 0, right, you get in fact W power R. This one somebody can say it's a W power R. There even A power and B power n also may or may not cover, right? So you need to take care of this logic. So W, any sequence you push, and then A's you push. When B's comes, you start pop the A's, but it is all non-deterministic in nature. W power reverse, you need to pop the W. So it is again CFL. And deterministic context-free language might be difficult question, but it is about a context-free only, right? Now another question I'm giving to you, assignment question. So which one is the DCFL? That you need to work hard. Now here, W even though you push, A power n even though you push, but reverse, you want bottom of the stack, that is impossible, because without popping the A's, you can't pop the W symbols. So here, the stack cannot help you. If you ignore the A's, then B's want the A's to compare. So how do you do that? It's not the stack order. So this is going to be the not CFL. And what about option D? Option D is so easy. It's just simply A power n, B power n, union A power n, B power 3n, union A power n, B power 5n. Because here given as I belongs to n, 3n, 5n. So I can be n or 3n or 5n. So this is CFL, CFL, CFL. We can do the union of CFLs is a CFL, right? So this, after doing the union, you will definitely get a CFL. So you can do that. Yes, you can push exactly, but B's, when first B comes, you take the 3 different transitions on the same B. Non-deterministic choices you get. Okay, deterministic CFL you can't say, because union will be non-deterministic CFL. That's why the answer is going to be the option C, which is only the not CFL here. W you can take epsilon, but you can't get the W symbols in A's, right? A's and B's can't cover everything. If X is there, you can take W with epsilon. Here nobody is there to help the W's. If you take the W's epsilon, A power n, B power n comes. But this language is not A power n, B power n. See, W should be there, W power R should be there. Previously, W we were taking epsilon because that the minimum part is covering everything. But when you take W with epsilon, it can't cover every string in the language. That should be very important. Why do you put W with epsilon? Because the portion that you get should cover whole language, not just a few strings. So that is a very important, Sima. You put epsilon, it's okay. But when you put epsilon, what do you get? A power n, B power n here. Here also you get the same. But is it covering every string of the language? No, right? When it covers every string of the language, you should believe this is the right answer. So this is not the right answer now. Okay? So very, very important point. Fine. Let's go for the next. Okay. Some things you can easily eliminate. Again, it is MCQ. So the last one is, I think, 2 and 4. So if you're not able to see, I'm just writing 2 and 4 only. That is a statement. Okay, 2 and 4 only. Assume that option D is a 2 and 4. This is the 2 and. Yeah, let me create the poll. ABCD, right? It's MCQ type. Let's see, anybody can answer it now. A, B, C, D. What could be the right answer? You need to identify the context-free languages. Context-free languages. So which one you can do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Some things you can easily eliminate. Okay, 2 languages only, right? The 2 languages means, oh, you have to choose only 2 languages. They are very easy. You can easily identify, looks like. Yeah, you're right. Correct. Able to choose it. Perfectly right. Yeah. So B only, right? Correct. So able to answer it now? Great. The first one, M plus P is equal to N plus Q. So now, what you do for these symbols, there is a scenario to do that. Like what you can do here is, first you need to check this 2. Means first push them, but B's, now what you do, compare with A's. Now pop the A's, how long? B's might be equal to A's, B's might be more than A's, B's might be less than A's. So there are 3 deterministic combinations you will get. So when B's equal to A's, so blindly C's you push and D's you pop, because here P is here, Q is here. So you will compare P and Q, you will compare M and N. So if both are equal, then C's and D's should be equal. Okay. In case B's are more, then B's left, remaining B's you will push, and C's you will pop with the B's. If C's comes, if C doesn't come, D you will pop with the B's. If C's comes, pop with the B's. If any C's left, then push the C's and pop the C's for the D's. So you have deterministically you can do this. It is the CFL. It is the CFL. Okay. And another one, M is equal to N. Only this two you have to compare. Only this two you have to compare. There is no sum minded, nothing else. So this is very easy. Push the A's and B's you pop the A's. C's push and D's you pop the C's. So this is also CFL. And here the issue is M and P. Three should be equal and P not equal to Q. Indirectly, all the four they have the comparison. Maybe equal or maybe not equal here. Doesn't matter. But all the four, even the three symbols you are depending on each other parallelly, you can't take the support of the stack because single stack cannot do. Now four symbols are depending on each other. This is going to be a not CFL because single stack is not enough to understand this problem. And M multiply with N, so multiplication, of course this D is actually power Q. Okay, the Q should be the power. And now Mn is equal to P plus Q. So now M plus N is equal to P plus Q you can do. Even M plus P is equal to N plus Q you can do. But here Mn, so you need to multiply the count of A's and B's. That's not possible with the help of the PDA. So this is going to be not CFL. That is the reason we will choose 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Fine? Yeah. Yeah, correct. Simply 3 and 4 you can easily eliminate. Yeah. You have the now 4 languages. The statements you have here. Which of the following is correct? You need to choose who is the context free. Is that what about L1, L2, L3, L4? So how many statements are correct here among these 4? Okay. So can you try? Now, I'm not going to create the poll now, but you can just think about it. What is each one? What is L1? Is it context free but not regular? Is it first context free? Not regular, it's correct. And also it is not CFL because over one symbol, the both finite limiter and PDA are equivalent. If finite limiter cannot do, then PDA cannot do because the over one symbol, there is no use of the stack. You can't take the help of the stack. So L1 is also not context free, but this is the false statement because we need to choose the true statements. L1 is not context free and also not regular. Second, L2 is not context free. Is that L2 is not context free? This A power N, B power M, C power 2M. This is nothing but A star. A's, any number of A's may come. But here B power M, C power 2M. That's DCFL in fact. Okay, it is a CFL. So second statement is also false, incorrect. Third one, L3 is not context free but recursive. Yes, A power N, B power N, C power 2N. Now all the three are depending on the count of A's or B's or C's. You can see if you know any one count, remaining count, you can understand. So this is not a CFL, but it is context sensitive language. Okay, so you can say recursive. This is the true statement. And what is L4? L4 is deterministic CFL, no doubt, but is not a regular. Yeah, this is also true. So 3 and 4 is going to be the correct statement. Which one? D is the right, correct. D is the right. Exactly. L1, L2, any two context free languages. R is the regular language. Then which of the following is correct? Okay, again the similar statement is there here. So can you find? Yeah. So take that substitution like two CFLs, right? CFL union CFL, CFL, no doubt. Complement of CFL is need not be CFL, but this is given as CFL wrong. And CFL minus regular. CFL minus regular nothing but CFL intersection regular complement. So CFL intersection regular is a CFL. This is a true. How do you do that? CFL minus regular. You can write as CFL intersection regular complement, and this is same as regular complement is regular. So CFL intersection some regular, which is a CFL. Okay. That's why third statement is correct. And the fourth statement, L1, L2 intersection, CFL intersection CFL need not be CFL, but is given as CFL. So only the statements 1 and 3, 1 and 3 are correct. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Okay. 2 is wrong and 4 is wrong. Okay. Fine. The second option, 1, 3, 4 is correct. No. 4 is not correct. CFL intersection CFL need not be CFL. Okay, in case if you are not aware, right? You are saying 3 is correct, 1 is correct, 4 is not correct. 4 is what? L1 intersection L2. The CFL intersection CFL need not be CFL. Did you remember this property? Even DCFL intersection DCFL, you don't get a CFL always. Okay, 4 is wrong. You'll get always context sensitive. Okay, let's try the another gate question. Identify the language generated by the following grammar where S is a start variable. Okay, very easy, but can you choose it properly? Yeah. Identify the language generated by the following grammar where S is a start variable. What is this? Y generates A power n, B power n. What X generates is A plus, because at least one A. And when you try to understand the S, right, that is A plus X, what it does, and what Y generates? A power n, B power n. And here, when you look at, right, at least one A definitely more than B's you see here. When you try to understand this n greater than or equal 0, here, when you put together, this is definitely at least one A present. So this one, if you try to put in the form of m comma n, A power m, B power n, when you put n is equal to 0, at least one A is there. So here that m definitely greater than n. There's no doubt about it. And B's can happen 0, but A's never be 0 here. So here m comma n, and given that n greater than or equal to 0, n can be 0, not an issue. Okay, so here n, it's saying that not equal to 0, that's equal greater than 0 means 0 you can't put, but 0 you can. Now here n greater than or equal 0, m greater than or equal, which is the right answer? Equal, is it possible? Impossible. See, when you put n is equal 0, right, at least one A comes. Equal number of A's and B's never happens here. Okay, so you don't choose equal concept here, choose only the m greater than n, but understand what is the value of n. Yes, option B is the correct. Yes, Seema, you're right. Option B is the right. Okay, let me look at the another question which will create a poll. MCQ only, right? Well, I'll wait for the poll. So A, B, C, D, try to answer the correct one. Just read and then I'll interpret later. Okay, I'll just give the options for you. So please try to attempt the poll A, B, C, D. Which is the right option? A, B, C, D. Okay. So I'm waiting for your answer, then we'll discuss each one. L1 and L2 is given. Context free, you need to identify union or intersection. Oh, it's a very easy question, looks like. Will not take much time. What will you have? Okay. Yeah. So only the right answer is option A. Great. Okay. So now, how do you attempt this? Very simple, right? L1, you can see that A power n, B power n, C star strings. And what is L2? A star B power n C power n. Individually both are, it's about only CFL, right? Individually both are CFL as well as DCFL also. But when you do intersection, common strings, here A is B is equal, here B and C is equal. So you need to have all the three equal, then only you will have the common strings in L1 and L2. So this is not a CFL. For this intersection of these two CFLs, okay, is not CFL. In general, remember, in general statement is different. CFL intersection CFL need not be CFL. So in that need not be, this case will give you not CFL. So now the one is the CFL and 2 is need not be, sorry, 2 is here not CFL, okay. L1 intersection L2 is not CFL. Only you need to choose the one only. Yeah. Oh, not close doesn't matter here, okay. Not close. If I give you, look at that. If I give you A star B star, it is a CFL, right? L2. If I give you A power and B power n, it is also CFL, right? But intersection when you do A power and B power n, this is also CFL. Oh, don't say ever. Okay. Don't depend on closure property at all, because not closed, the result may be CFL, maybe not CFL. So you should be very careful. Not closed doesn't mean that not CFL. Not closed meaning is, at least one example is there that will be not CFL. But all the examples no need to be not CFL. Okay. Look at this. Both are CFLs, but CFL intersection CFL, you got a CFL, but here you got a not CFL. Okay. In case, if you want to see some other example other than regular, you can see A power n, B power n is a CFL. Take B power n, A power n, it is also CFL. And when you do intersection, only epsilon comes. This is also CFL. So understand the importance of this intersection property, intersection of two CFLs, either CFL or not CFL. Okay. So keep these points in mind. Oh, very interesting example. This is going to be, okay, keep trying that. I'm just writing here, some mistakes are there. Okay. Okay, which is the right option for this gate question? Yeah. So after this, we'll be seeing some assignment questions. So try to answer yourself. Okay, what is the meaning of T here? Just you need to understand what language represented by this grammar, right? And T is going to generate the B plus strings. If you know that at least one B, right? Then B plus you put here. So what happens? S production is A, B, S, C, B plus or A, B, C, B plus. Okay. Now this one is going to repeat equal number of times. So that may be like you can write AB power n, CB plus power n, and this is going to come in the middle like A, B, C, B plus. Okay. So this is your language. This is your language. Now this one, it's not there directly. It's not there directly. See, B plus is there and you can't write like here M is there. You can't put like this. M you can't fix. If you fix the M, then see this B plus says first time when you come B power you can take 10. Next time when you come B power you can take 100. But if M is fixed, then any number of times you go inside, then same M value will be there. So this 2 is not going to be equal and this is not visible anywhere directly. But what did they write here? Let me help you. So this is AB power, n, this is n greater than or equal to 0, right? Now I'm going to write AB power n, the CB plus 2 times is coming here, right? So I can take CB plus and CB plus power n plus 1 I can write, but I'm writing n, and CB plus n, where n greater than or equal 1 I can write, n greater than or equal 1 we can write. Here n greater than or equal 0, But even put n is equal 0, you get than or equal 0. So we are converting this into this form. That's it. Now this is written in some form. Anyhow, this repeats n number of times. This is repeative or concatenating, right? So n times. This n times changed as the CB plus n times. It's something like that. AB power n CB plus n times you have to write. This n times, of course, n greater than or equal 1, that's fine. Here, right, n greater than or equal 1 is there. The CB plus repeating n times, that plus here m1, another plus is m2, another, because this all plus may not have the same m. If you put m, right, you are writing something like this, CBM, CBM. It should not be m. It should be different values of m, but here same value of m you can't decide, right? But here CB plus is there. CB plus you can't, CB plus, CB plus, CB plus, you can't put all the plus with the same count. This can be different count. That's why this CB plus you can replace with m1, m2, like different m's. That's why we can choose B. We can choose B. So really it's a very interesting question for us. So this one, AB power n, this first plus we can write with any variable. There I have written, there they have written m1, here m2, and so on. Okay, that last one n times, right? That CB m n means it's n times. Okay, 1, 2, n times. So then now all of them you just put plus, right? Plus means greater than or equal to 1. So m1, m2, all of them till mn, including n greater than or equal to 1. Okay. Yeah. So let's try yourself the other questions. I'm giving some assignment questions to you. Okay, this is the first question that you have. Okay, assignment practice questions. Let's assume it is a question 1. Okay, the first question. Okay, it's a practice. Even though it is gate, but you should do on yourself. Practice questions. The first one, very easy. You can easily identify the what S1, S2 grammar does. Now, second question here, again, another gate PYQ. L1 and L2 is given here. Which of the following is true? Just you need to identify which are context free, which are not. Okay, very easy. But just by looking at it, you can understand what is L1, what is L2. It takes just 5 seconds to answer it. Third question might take some time because you need to understand this PDA and you need to match with the language, corresponding language. Okay, you can just look at, I'm moving side. Okay, so PDA is given and languages are mentioned here. And the fourth one, again, grammars are very favorite for the gate exam. So you will see at least one grammar every year. One grammar at least I am talking about, but many grammars could be possible. So if the last option, nothing is there, almost same, but here greater, and here, everything is visible to you. Okay, total 4 here. And there's a fifth question you have. Okay, so please practice this 5 questions. Okay. Yeah, let me know any doubt. Yes. Gate PYQ, net, ISRO PYQ will be sufficient. Yes, Sima. Even only gate PYQ is sufficient, but you should have the concepts. Concepts are very important than PYQs. PYQs important. First learn the concepts, then go to the PYQs and practice the questions by applying your concepts. Your concepts are not enough. Just learn more than what you have, because you will know that are you learning the correct amount of concepts or not. Because sometimes you do not know exactly how deeper you need to study. But this PYQs will help you how deeper you should go to the concept. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.